Hi, and welcome to another edition of Jules Voto's Photo Focus. In this video, I want to give you an update on the Nikon Z8 service advisory. In a previous video, I did mention that I was going to be sending my camera in. I was having no issues. All lenses that I tried mounted perfectly. But my camera was affected by putting in the serial number. I saw that I needed to, that I should send it back. I spoke with someone at NPS, Nikon Professional Services, and they told me to put my NPS number on the packing slip, which I printed on the Nikon site after putting in my serial number, and also printed out a shipping label. I was also told to put one of the NPS priority labels on the package. So I did that. I took it over to UPS on July 3rd. Now, July 4th was a day off, but Nikon did receive the camera on July 5th, Wednesday, July 5th, and I received it back on July 11th, on Tuesday, July 11th. So just a little over a week, including that holiday, so I thought that was great. The camera came back very well packaged. They had about 3 feet, a little over 3 feet of bubble wrap wrapped around it. Once I took that off, it was in a plastic bag, so it was very well wrapped, very well protected, and it's fine. The camera's working fine. I tried other lenses, and what they said they did on the invoice, which of course it was a zero, there was no charge for this. It basically just said repair bayonet mount and repair screw. So I don't know if that is one of the screws on the bayonet mount. There are 4 Phillips head screws securing the mount to the body. So I don't know, but like I said, I wasn't having the problem before, and it's working fine now. But they didn't just do that repair. There was a whole list of things. They also included a Nikon technician's quality control report. And it lists everything that they did. There's a bunch of items here. They cleaned the image sensor, cleaned the eye sensor, inspected the viewfinder operation, inspected interface communications, USB, card slots, etc., inspected switch and LCD monitor function, inspected VR function, cleaned exterior, inspected exposure accuracy, confirmed focus accuracy is within factory specifications, inspected general shooting function, shutter, LCD, monitor, etc., and confirmed that the latest firmware was in place. Now, it's firmware 1.0. There hasn't been a updated firmware as of yet for the Nikon Z8. So I am very pleased with Nikon service. I did see a few people, when their camera was returned, the box was in really bad shape. Of course, that's not Nikon's fault. That appears to be the shipper. Now, mine was shipped by UPS. I had no issues with it at all. And again, I'm very pleased with how quick it was. Even considering we had a holiday, I sent it out on a Monday, and the following Tuesday, the camera was returned to me. So I know with NPS, they do expedite those repairs, and I'm very pleased with NPS. I called on I forget what day it was, but I called the next day. I received a return call from a representative who explained the process to me. So what you need to do is, if you're going to send your camera back, is remove the battery. They don't want you sending back the battery. Remove any memory cards you have installed. And if you have 2 in there, make sure you remember to get them both out. You could leave the neck strap on. I did. Remove the lens, of course, and put a body cap on it. Place the camera in a plastic bag, with adequate bubble wrap or some type of protective packaging, and just put the sticker on the label that is provided by Nikon, and just take it over to UPS, and that's basically it. One thing I was concerned about When I got my camera, and actually over a period of several weeks, I kept changing things. I customized a lot of things. The menu banks, I set up 4 menu banks. I did a lot of customization on the camera, and that's one of the great things with the Z8. There's so much customization. Just about every button can be customized. And I was a little concerned that possibly when they were working on the camera, some of those settings would have been disturbed. But I'm happy to report that when I got the camera back, I checked it out. Everything was the way it was. Nothing was changed. All my settings were the same. So, that was really nice, because I figured, God, I hope I don't have to go through and, set the camera up all over again, because I was very pleased with the way I had it set up. Now, let me just say a little bit about MPS membership. There are 3 levels of membership. There's a complimentary membership, no cost at all to you. There is a second level of membership, which I believe is $200, and then there's one for $350. You must be a working pro. I think I had to send in some copies of some published work. You need to own certain equipment. Not a lot. I don't recall that you had to have a whole boatload of Nikon gear. Just certain bodies qualify, certain lenses qualify. So you need to send in the serial numbers of those items. And there may have been one other thing. You do get those priority repairs. For me, that is the best benefit. But also, depending on the level of benefit, there also may be some equipment rentals. If you need, let's say, a lens for a certain job coming up, you can request that. You get some dedicated MPS support online. As you go up in membership, there's discounts on repairs. Also, at the top level of membership, you also receive a 10% discount on one equipment purchase during the year, up to $350. So let's say you buy a Z8, you're going to get back $350, which pays for the top-of-the-line membership. I believe they call that Platinum Plus membership. So check out MPS if you're a working professional. I will put a link in the description below. And, I advise it. It worked out great for me in this case with this Z8 service advisory, and I got my camera back quickly. Fortunately, I didn't have a busy week. And I, of course, have other cameras. I did have a couple jobs where I used my D810 and my Z6. Now, I know some of you might be saying, well, why send the camera back? It's working fine. I've had no issues. All my lenses mount properly. I advise you to send it back. I mean, it didn't take long. If you're an MPS member, not sure how long it would take if you're not. But just for peace of mind, you don't want to run into a problem in the future, or if you're on a job and taking some important photographs, you don't want to have a problem. So it's best to send it back. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope this video answered some questions. If you have a Z8 and you're thinking about sending it in for the service advisory, I recommend that you do so. So I usually come out with a new video every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So look for my next video, and I will talk to you then.